Hey, what's up? It's Whistle, and welcome back to another episode of Settlement Survival. In our last episode of Settlement Survival, we expanded a little bit up on our industrial area of our city. So we built some warehouses, just kind of expanded some other general buildings. We also did relocate some of our gathering stations, or one of our gathering stations rather, to an area where it's just going to be unimpeded for a little bit. And we unlocked a couple other things. We also got our first group of settlers, which we have another one coming in a few months, so that's super exciting. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into today's video. So I think I have a couple goals for today. One of them is going to be unlocking this. So this is going to give citizens chances to get herb seeds while collecting herbs. And with our health and happiness here, I think a big part of that is that we just ran out of herbs, unfortunately. So I think by us doing that, we're gonna wind up getting a little bit of happiness and health back in because we can start farming those. And I also want to unlock, let me see where it was. I also want to unlock the basket. So not really going to be unlocking much in the way of buildings today, but I will definitely be getting some good stuff going. So we're going to start, I guess, with the herbs because I think that's more important short term. So we'll unlock a nursery, which will help farmers grow stuff. So I think it's more efficient than a regular farm. So we can actually wind up probably getting one of those, I think. We just need, what is that, some clay. Do I have clay? I do, I have 450 clay. Oh, never mind, this is just herbs and special crops. So I guess we'll wait on this until we get some herbs. I'm glad that I read that. And I guess let's just go ahead. Let's say, oop, there's not any plants in there. Not much there. Where are all of the plants? Oops, come on. Sure, that's a pretty decent amount of stuff. So we'll have them start collecting that. I know I also have quite a lot of plants being collected down here. With any luck, I will be getting an herb seed out of it. Because everybody is very not healthy and... Oop, I'm sorry, very not happy is this one. And very not healthy. So right now we're getting a walking speed decrease and a strength consumption increase of 20% each, which is really not good. And our happiness is decreasing the desire to procreate, which means less babies, as well as work efficiency minus 20%. So that coupled with the strength and the walking speed, probably significantly more than 20%. I'm not sure how all that is weighted, but I just hope we can get this fixed relatively soon. And I think I don't really have much else to do at the moment that's going to actively help us be happier or healthier. I do have surplus of clothes, which I guess is good because that will keep them marginally happier. But I think I really need to work on getting some soap, which is going to be done through the apiary, getting beehives and turning that into soap. And then that gets distributed to all the houses. They can start cleaning it themselves, which I think will just increase both of these just a little bit. But the big thing holding us back is definitely the herbs, I think. Because as soon as I ran out of those, I noticed everything plummeted. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It could have just been a really crappy timing thing. But that's kind of what I gathered out of it. So I'm almost wondering if it might also be worth it if I get rid of this person in the reed field. Let's get them going in the apiary. And I need 2 people there. I can shut down this well, just like that. And I'm trying to think where they could be the most useful. For right now, let's go ahead and just put them in as a builder, because I think that's going to make them collect. I think the builders in this game collect the resources, like the herbs and plants and gathering and all that stuff. So that should get going. I don't have any other buildings being done at the moment. So yeah, these guys are just roaming around and collecting stuff, so that's good. And once this winds up getting some amount of... Oh, I gotta connect this road. But once the apiary starts getting some amount of beeswax, I believe. Yes, honey and beeswax. Once they get that, then we can start going on soap. So, just waiting on people, and we are super not happy. Holy crap. So, now that we're ultra low, the potential to commit crimes is very high. So, I know there's also an upgrade in here somewhere for the church. Yes, so it will... it'll increase the lower limit of happiness, but I need 2 research points for that, one for the police station and then one for the church. So that's a ways away, unfortunately. I just hope we don't wind up getting a murderer on the loose beforehand. Although I guess if we do, that would make for some pretty entertaining video. So, I suppose I shouldn't complain too much. And you can see this little bar up here is stress. Oop, come on, there we go. So the stress is going to affect a lot of things. So right now fertility rate is 15%, which is abysmally low. And then happiness and health are contributing to that a lot. So let's go ahead. We're gonna shut down this builder here. We're gonna put them into our soap workshop. And we're gonna say, let's turn beeswax into soap. And as they start getting beeswax, we'll get some soap, and that'll start getting distributed to the houses. There is another building as well, which I don't believe I have unlocked yet. No, it does not look like it. Okay. So let's actually, because the happiness is more important than the baskets to me right now. So we're gonna, since we just unlocked a research point, we're gonna just get the police station. I'm not going to worry about building that at the moment, because I don't know really that I have anybody to work in it, because once these immigrants come in, I'm going to have a lot of jobs for them to do. I want to increase the gatherers, just do a bunch of stuff to keep happiness where I want it. So, and I'm just checking the farms here just to see if I got any new plants. And let's actually check in on our little... Oh man, we have 2 buffaloes now. So now that we have 2, I believe that's going to go a lot quicker in terms of them making more. So that will eventually give us some meat and leather. And leather we can turn into clothing as well. And meat is pretty self-explanatory. It's a food source. So all in all, that is going to be good. And this farm here, if you guys remember, is built on an area that will give us double output. So whatever the normal output is, it'll obviously be doubled, because that's how that works, Whistle. Which is good, and then I can get a butcher shop and eventually like a barbecue to cook all this, and our citizens will get more meat out of it, and it will also be better. So I like how these guys all just walk on water. They're like, I don't care that there's a river in the way. I'm coming to this village. I'm going to walk through all these buildings just to get to the tent. Alrighty, here we go. So they want to join, which we will happily take them. There's 12. Cool. So they're going to get food and water. They're going to wind up going into the boarding house, at least for a little bit. And once everybody gets settled in, I'm going to go ahead and open up some more housing. So a big concern that I see is the blacksmith and not having tools. So we're going to go ahead and get some more tools being worked on. And let's see what else we need. Stone. Sure, let's get 1 or 2 more in there. Right now, yeah, I'm just looking at open spots and seeing where I can fill in. That makes sense to fill in. Let's see. Yeah, let's definitely get at least one more person here at the gathering station. And one of these farms is slow too. Okay. So we'll do that. I'm going to leave the pasture at one person for right now. I don't think having a second person on here increases the speed that the buffalo will reproduce. Could very well be wrong on that. But in my limited playthroughs, I haven't noticed that. And I'm going to get one more logging camp worker going because our water sawmill is complaining they don't have enough wood. And we are out of wood, which is not good. I mean, realistically, I could cut all of these trees down and solve that pretty quickly, but I would much rather work on the whole sustainability thing. Because long term, that's going to be much better for us. So I think, let's see. Let's go ahead and probably put another chopping house down over here. I keep calling it the wrong name. I will remember it eventually. So we'll get another one. Let's see. Yeah, maybe let's just do it right here. Okay. So that is going good. We have plenty of fuel for the winter, so I'm not too worried about that. And everything else seems to be going well. So we currently have 4 temporary workers. Those are just going to go around and gather stuff for us if we ask them to. Yeah, I don't need a police station because ideally I'm not going to get to the point where they are going to do crimes. So we're going to hope that that method works and just be stubborn about it. And hope for the best. So I'll collect a few more plants in this area, and then I think I might start chopping down some of these trees so I can get some better housing. How are we doing? Ooh, we've made 35 soap. So you can see our health is kind of, sort of starting to go up a little bit, which is good. We're still not at the point where I want to be, but at least I don't really have to worry about plague outbreaks, because that is scary. I don't really want to deal with the plague in the city. I don't want to deal with any infectious diseases. Why do you have so many broken bones over here? What do you got? You have a foot fracture. You also have a fractured foot. Okay, good. I'm glad everybody's just breaking their feet. Oh man, why are there so many? Foot fracture. Foot fracture. What is everybody doing where their feet are getting fractured? That's kind of alarming, to be honest, but I don't know what specifically I can do about that. Okay, and since there's now a few things complaining about not having wood, we're just gonna make a little line here. Everything right here, just gonna go ahead and get cut down. I want wood pretty quickly because I want to get another chopping house built so we can get more sustainable wood. Did I unlock any more trees? I have not. Okay. So I don't even know really where to go from here. Thinking about it, a police station might make people a little happier. Just kind of looking at all this stuff, I'm not sure what really will make them happier. Maybe a cemetery as well. Not that I really have the wood for a massive one at the moment, but I guess we could just see something like that, because I was thinking about getting one in this area anyway. Okay, and what are you complaining? Lack of raw materials. Should I? Yeah, let's get another person up here, I guess, then. At some point, I will get a good ratio going where we have enough beeswax coming in to get that sorted, and we unlock another development point. So I'm going to just go ahead and get the church upgrade here, because once again, that's just going to increase our happiness, or at least the floor of our happiness, by 20%. So instead of hovering at the ultra low, I think we will wind up at least being very low, which is far from ideal, but definitely better than dealing with a bunch of murderers. We still don't have tools, apparently. Oh man, my city is going to crap pretty quickly. But we'll get it back. I'm sure we will. If I say that enough, it will happen, right? That's how that works, I think. So let's see. Yeah, let's get another blacksmith right there. They can just be across from each other. That is fine. Happiness is finally starting to grow up. Go up, not grow up. We have another buffalo. Okay, we're on the mend. We're definitely getting places. Not very quickly or efficiently, but we're getting places, and that is what matters. So let's build some more houses. Over here. Again, just kind of keep the city block style housing that we have. That will be more than enough for us for the moment, at least until our next set of immigrants, in which case we'll probably need more food because I just looked at food and we're hovering at like 700. Okay. I'm glad I keep looking at all these things at like the perfect time. I wish I start looking at them a little bit sooner. Let's see. What are the food outputs for everything here? So they all look like they are about the same. I guess we'll just do another field. Sure, yeah, we'll get another field going. I will put some other food in there, and then once we get the pasture up and running, that will also help us because we're just going to be able to get even more food out of it. And no, I'm going to save the one person that I was thinking about putting in the hunting cabin to start working this. Oh, there's already 2. I don't need to do that. Okay. So I guess let's just do some winter squash. Sure, that sounds like something we could use. And then I'll put the extra worker in the hunting cabin because I don't want to starve. That seems like a bad way to lose your city, and happiness is probably going to fall and all that. So cool. We are doing. I have a few extra workers because it looks like some people are growing up pretty quickly, it looks like. So I'll put some of those in the blacksmith just so we can get some more tools and everybody can work just that much more efficiently. And we're already through pretty much all of the wood that we chopped down. So let's just now pick this area. And we can just kind of keep doing that. Just kind of keep rotating around our city here with the wood. And as we expand, we can start reaching out into this area as well. I don't really see the need to start cutting this because we have plenty of trees between here and there, but we will at some point start expanding. And let's get you going. Oh, I don't want a chopping house. I built the wrong thing. I was gonna say that building did not look like what I thought it was going to. Logging camp. I still don't get the name right for this one. Ooh, and that's not a good spot to put it because its radius is outside of the circle. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. So we will get rid of the chopping house and build a logging camp, which is what I wanted to build down here to get some more wood. The chopping house is going to help us get some fuel sources, but I have this going, and this is more than enough, especially with the coal mine we have going, to keep everybody warm throughout the winter. So, not worried about that part. Just need some sustainability going. And finding an herb seed would be really nice, but I'm not sure of a quick way to make that happen. I think it just kind of involves just keep on searching for herbs and hope you get lucky. I'm sure there's some percentage chance of doing that, but I do not know it. Okay, we're almost at the next development point. Cool stuff. And looking at my city here, I obviously, at least up here, didn't leave much space for roads going into like the main road here, which is okay. I can afford to, maneuver some of the stuff around should I want to, but this also isn't too bad because I can just have this go all the way across just like that. still in the radius. And then I can get some roads going out over here as well. But I do have plenty of room for houses. I have just about this whole circle down here, which is wonderful. And I still have 11 people living at boarding houses, so I guess I did not build enough houses. So let's go ahead and get some more down. Let's start with, again, just putting a nice little strip of road right there. And we'll get houses along it. And I know I have said this before, but I love the fact that all of these houses are just a little bit different. Because looking at this, I know the roofs are all the same color, but there's enough variation where it doesn't look like it's just kind of copy-paste all the houses together. Which is good. It's a nice little feature for sure. Because some games, all of the houses look identical, so if you have this many houses together, it's just kind of a more or less monotone block of the same roof structure, the same color, which obviously this is, but like there's no variation in it. Whereas this one, like all the chimneys are in slightly different locations. I think there's 3 or 4 models here, and the roofs are different shapes as well. So super good stuff. And we have another batch of immigrants coming, so I guess we'll just immediately get started on the next set of houses. Build a little road out here. Let's see. I don't know where how close I can get a house to. Cool. So that house right there is just for some spacing purposes. And we will draw a road to there. Did I make it? Yes, I did. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself. Accidentally lining things up. Now let's see if I can get... Ooh. Yes. Cool. So we got some houses going in here. And that's good, because all this will eventually be connected. And once we wind up getting some more stone, which will come eventually, once I stop basically panic building houses. But once I start doing that, we'll be able to upgrade at least like this strip right here, probably this part as well, to a stone walkway, just to increase efficiency for everybody. And we're good. So we got 4 workers here. The immigrants should be here shortly, I think. I don't see them walking in from anywhere. The last couple batches have come in from up here, but I feel like it's... Oh, there they are. Once again, just walking straight on through everything. I know they come from the wilderness, but I would kind of like to see them walk on the paths instead of just kind of walking through my little village. Small, tiny little thing, but we're going to accept these guys as well. And we're going to pause the game because we need food desperately. So what can I do in the immediate future to get us food? Let's see. I guess we'll do some more orchard up here. Okay, so we got an orchard, and then let's get a field over here as well. Can I fit another one in, or is it too small? Yes, I can. Cool. So I know it's not the most even thing, which you guys are probably used to on the channel. Just kind of fitting it into wherever I can. Because we need a lot of food, and this is the easiest way to do that. I think it's also probably worth plopping down a nursery here before I get too much further and forget about it and use this up for something else. I think this is a pretty good spot for it. It's right near the rest of our farms, so I think it'll fit in. Just a matter of... Yeah, that should be okay. All right, we're gonna pause the game. And sure, you want to do cherries, we can do that. Do I have... And then we'll just do 2 sets of beans, because those give higher yields. Cool. Or the peas, rather. Okay, I do still have 9 workers here, so I'm gonna... Because I am pretty desperate for food at the moment, we're just gonna mark off a bunch of this area to collect for plants in the hopes that we get a little bit of food out of it. And I think it might also just be worth it, just increasing one extra person in the hunter's cabin. Okay, and we have the extra development point. So I know I said I wanted the... I know I said I wanted the basket, but I'm just looking to see if there's anything here that will help us out. And I don't necessarily think that there is. I've never really gotten into the trade, by the way, while I'm on the screen. So I would want to do that at some point. I think probably pretty soon. I just got to figure out how it works. And, you know, the specific details on that, but I can look that up when I'm ready for it and go and do it that way. And I don't know at this point with the apiary if it makes more sense to just build another one like over here, or if adding a third worker on there will increase stuff. I'm not quite sure how that building works. There's apparently a lot of things that I'm not sure on, but I'm learning. I'm trying to pay attention to stuff as it happens, so I can figure it out and help you guys out that are probably better at the game than I am, but, you know, someone has to talk or something like that, I guess. Okay, and I unlocked the knitting workshop, so that's going to go up here. Let's see, where's the best spot for it? Maybe right there, honestly. Yep, okay. So, this description over here, it is used to produce reeds or flax into ropes. It also produces ropes into fish nets after I unlock that, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I don't even have a fishing clay switch. I probably should, but I don't have that unlocked, so I can't. Okay. That would be something worthwhile because I have these two little fishing nodes here, which will double the fish production. Okay, and I don't have any seeds, so we're going to go ahead and pause that just for now. But the second I get some herbs, I will be able to put them down. And again, I'm not sure how rare that is, so I could be hoping for something that's like, you know, 1 in 10,000. But gotta keep the dream alive, you know? And I guess since I have extra workers at the moment, let's just go ahead and fill that in with a total of 4. And let's see what else we can do. Unless I do have the fishing thing, because I don't think... Let me see. Yep, does not look like it. Okay. Okay, the ferry building, again, talking about doing the whole shipping thing, it looks like that's going to be the easiest thing for me to build. I can build it right in this lake here, or maybe even over here. Yeah, that'll probably be better. I'll probably forget that by the time I get to it. But I think the ships will dock there or something that come and trade. And I can either buy or sell stuff, so I will need silver coins. But we will get there when we get there. Okay, and there are no tombstones. Because I was thinking the cemetery will help a little bit increase happiness as your citizens die. Because they have somewhere to get buried. So I was thinking that might be it, but I'm apparently wrong on that. And cool, everything is going well. I don't really need 4 people on this field here, so I'm gonna just close that off. And I don't really need 4 people on that. Okay, but I will get 1 person there. I think we're reaching the point where putting a second person in the pasture would be a good idea. And coal we're maintaining pretty well. Let's get going on this. Right, 5 workers. So let's go ahead and get some rope going with the reeds that we have, and I'll get those made as well. And as soon as we unlock this, we will probably get a basket, and that will just make everybody transporting things a bit more efficient. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm gonna look for the one that lets me start fishing. Which I definitely... So it's not that. You can start fishing without that. I'm not sure. Because I've unlocked it before in a previous one. Unless I'm just missing it down here, which I'll double check everything. But I thought that it was here. I'm not seeing... And that's gonna bother me. Because I would really like to start fishing. But I don't know where it is. So I guess let's just double check everything else down here. Ooh, our happiness is back in the green. Still not 100%, obviously, but from where we started the video, that's fantastic. And health, not happiness. Happiness is still on the toilet. But we can try to fix that. Maybe after all, the police station might help. Maybe. Not sure. We'll place it down, see what happens. Worst case, we have a police station. Best case, we have a police station, and it increases happiness. And our stress is down to 50%, which means fertility is also 50%, I guess. So, once again, from where we started, a phenomenal improvement. And I'm not sure what exactly I wound up doing to make that work, but I'm glad that whatever I did, or whatever magically happened, fixed it. Cool, and our food situation should be good once this is done. And we currently have 10 buffaloes, so that will eventually start... Oh, we already started making buffalo meat. Cool, so that's gonna help a lot with food. Our citizens are still gonna be hungry for a little bit, but at least we can say they have some food coming in, and it's a nice variety. And I'm gonna end the video off by doing our second goal and unlocking the basket. And with that, let's just go ahead before I forget. We're gonna set this to make baskets, so 10 reeds will make 5 baskets. And once those start getting made, I believe they just kind of get handed out and treated the same way that tools do. And our citizens will just walk around and work. Let's see, what do you do? You're a student. Oh, can I... There should be a way for me to kind of follow them around. Where is that button? I guess not. Oh, citizen perspective. There we go. So we're gonna get rid of the overlays, and I guess we'll just follow this person around here as I say my goodbyes. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Probably more than these people would appreciate somebody not walking through the walls. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. It's appreciated. If you like the video, please give it a like. If you like what I'm doing here at the channel, consider subscribing. Both of those will let me know that you guys like what I'm doing. If you want to leave a comment, good, bad, other, I will be more than happy to respond in the comments. I'm open to any kind of help, or if you want to, you know, if you're strange and you think that my videos are good and you want to let me know that too, that's fine with me. But I hope all of you have a great day or night wherever you are at, and always remember to do something kind.